My pilgrimage through the Southwest brought me back to raw spirituality. But more specifically, I found the basics of life again. I think this is the place where all true journeys begin. The trouble is, it's easy to find ourselves lost along the way, caught in a thought loop, a trap of false values, maybe even a primrose path that only leads to hopium and longing for idealistic dream visions that simply aren't real and hardly sustainable. What I admire about the ancient brotherhood, those contemplatives who sought out the wilderness of nature as well as the wilderness of their own minds, is that they came to the sublime realization that life is indeed an inward journey towards the great heart. I touched that place again in myself as well. It's a place that does not change. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what happens in the outer manifested reality, there is a place within us that always remains stable and secure, a place of at-one-ment with the unity of all things. Pagosa Springs in southern Colorado provided the ideal environment for me to reconnect with the living current of life. And that is what I needed to find. My beloved wife and I came here over 30 years ago to spend time in the mountains, to sit in the mineral baths, as we planned our sacred Essene journey and life together. Coming back to the mineral baths, in a sense, I've come full circle to a beloved town, and one that has changed quite a lot. Yet there is still the echo and a sense of promise and wonderment here. I learned that the word Pagosa means healing water in Navajo. And that's exactly what I experienced. After so many years drifting outwardly and inwardly, I seem to have touched a place of familiarity, maybe even a sense of homecoming amid these sacred mountains. After 3 incredible days in Pagosa Springs, I decided to get on the road early one morning, right before the sun began peeking over the mountains. I was driving along a lovely road, going south out of town, and I actually pulled over to the side of the road because I just wanted to take a moment and look at the area once again. Well, out of nowhere, I saw the most auspicious sight. It was a cougar and she ran right across my path, about 25 yards in front of me, definitely on a mission. She just came out of the wilderness, across the meadow, and raced across the road and up the other side again. I could see her long tail and muscles flaring in strength and beauty. It was absolutely amazing, and I had never seen a cougar before in my life, and I knew in my heart it was a good omen. Seeing a cougar indicates that we must learn to know our own power and learn how to trust our instincts. Because if we can do this, we can begin to choose suitable goals that are attainable and satisfying in our lives. And when we know this, we know what goals are within our power to attain, and therefore focus on them with more deliberation. The cougar spirit animal brings power as she moves through the world unseen and taking only what she needs, silently marking territory so conflicts are no longer necessary. Before making the long trek back to the Ozarks, I was guided by my Panovan brothers through the process of clearing some emotional and mental structural patterns that I realized were no longer serving me. They reminded me of a powerful vow rescinding and superconscious technique, something that I will share in an upcoming video. This technique allows one to break any dysfunctional patterns within themselves as a way to release karmic programming or things that may have been installed in us because of our own past trauma or ancestral trauma. Until then, I wish you peace in the great heart.